So, uh, according to the Law of Enterprise 2020 Article 157, Clause 9, directors can participate in voting when they are absent, but they already sent his or her written vote to the chairman in the sealed envelope and at least 1 hour before the meeting starts, and the envelope is opened in front of the other person attending the meeting. And next, the directors can participate in voting when they are participating by conference call or other means of communications, provided that all directors can hear each other clearly and each director may speak at the same time as other attending members if he or she wishes to do so, according to Law Enterprise 2020 Article 157, Clause 11. And finally, a director may delegate his or her right to vote at the BOD meeting to another person if such delegations receive the approval of the majority of board directors member, according to Law of Enterprise 2020 Article 157, Clause 11. The members shall participate in all meetings of the BOD and may authorize other persons to participate in and vote at the meeting if accepted by the majority of the BOD. Next, we would discuss about the considerations of written opinions, absentee ballots. So, good corporate governance suggests that the charter or internal regulations should specify that written opinions of directors can be considered in determining the existence of a quorum for a board of directors meeting and the validity of the voting result. And the charter's internal regulations, not yet. Or other internal documents should enable board of directors members to make decisions by absentee vote. However, for the resolutions required by the charter to be adopted in voting by person, the votes of absentee expressing their opinion in written form should not be counted for the quorum. Next, we would discuss about the boards of directors decisions. According to the Law of Enterprise 2020, Article 157, Clause 9, unless a higher ratio is prescribed by a company charter, a resolutions or decisions of the board of directors shall be ratified if it is voted for by the majority of the participants, and in case of equality of votes, the options that is voted for by the presidents of the boards of directors shall prevail. And next, we would discuss about the minutes of the board of directors meeting. So the minutes provide only a brief summary of the board of directors meeting, and in addition to minutes, every meeting should be followed by making verbatim reports that contain a word-for-word account of discussions held and the documents needed, the voting ballots, the reading opinions of the directors who were not able to attend, copies of the minutes, and verbatim reports detailing the outcome of the voting. And next, according to the Law of Enterprise, Article 158, Clause 1, the meetings of all meetings of the BOD shall be taken. Audio recordings and other electronic forms are optional, and the meetings shall be written in Vietnamese languages, may be translated into foreign languages, and shall contain the following information: the company's name, EID number, headquarter address, time and location meeting, purposes, agenda of the meeting, full name of participating members and the person authorized to participate in meeting and how they participate, full names of non-participating members and their excuses, the issues to be discussed and vote on at the meeting, Summary of comments of each participating members in the chronological order. Voting result: the members that cast affirmative vote, negative vote, and abstentions ratify decisions and corresponding ratios of affirmative votes. Full name, signatures of the chair, and the minute taker, except the case in clause 2 of this article. And how these minutes should be managed. According to Lord Enterprise, Article 158, Clause 2, 3, 4, 5, in case the chair and the minute taker refuse to sign the minutes, they will be effective if they are signed by all the other members of the BOD and contain all the information prescribed in points A, B, C, D, D, E, G, and H, clause 1 of this article. And the chair, the minute take, and the person who signed the minutes shall be responsible for its accuracy and truthfulness. And the minutes and the meeting documents shall be retained at the company headquarters. The Vietnamese and foreign language copy of the minutes have the same legal value. In case of any disparity between them, the Vietnamese copy shall prevail. In conclusion, in the manual, the chairman and the secretary should hold responsibility for the accuracy and truthworthiness of the minutes. However, the Law of Enterprise 2020 Article 158 states that everyone who signs the minutes is held accountable as well. And lastly, in this chapter 4.E, we would discuss about the corporate secretary and board of directors meeting. So the CT regulations set some light on the issue when it requires that the board select a person to act as the corporate secretary and set out the duties of the corporate secretary as follows: organizing meeting of the board of directors, the supervisory board, and the GMS at the request of the chairman and the board of directors or the supervisory board, consulting on procedures of meeting, preparing minutes of meeting, ensuring that resolutions and board of directors comply with the law, and lastly, providing the information relating to finance copies of board BOD meeting minutes and other information to members of the BOD and supervisory board. So according to the Model Charter, Article 32 state, the role and duties of secretary of the company shall comprise: A, organizing meeting, the board of management, of inspections committee, and the general meeting of the shareholder in accordance with orders from the board of management or inspection committee, preparing minutes of meetings, providing advice on procedures for meetings, providing financial information, copies of minutes of meetings of the board of management and other information to members of the board and the inspections committee. The secretary of the company shall be responsible to keep the information confidential in accordance with law and this charter. And that is the end of the part chapter 4. Part A, the procedures of the BOD meeting. Next up, we will continue with chapter 5, the executive bodies.